Feeling pretty good. This is really a business model that I can get behind easily. It allows me to kind of stay in my home territory, which is one of my objectives, is to get to know the community better, but while at the same time being able to offer what I think is a great service model in a growing market demand. I think there's a couple of factors that were important to me. One is dealing with a business environment. Business to business to me was an important aspect of that in the professional world, which I think a lot of the clients will be. Two, I wanted to be something that was kind of cutting edge in the marketplace, and I do think that this concept, particularly the virtual side, is something that's growing well. And very frankly, I can't deny a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, is also a nice added benefit to this, that you're not working weekends and having to spend a lot of that kind of time. So it's kind of the quality of the job, a good business model, and allows me to stay where I wanted to stay in my home residence. I think the Discovery Day was a good start to this whole process, where I really understood the culture and understood the people, and particularly the time that you, Mark, have spent with the potential franchise owner, and understanding that you're there to support, you're there to answer questions, but frankly I have the ability and the responsibility to kind of go out there and search and have some preliminary looks at what are the types of office configurations that, one, I feel comfortable with, but would also fit the model for office evolution. And that process, by using a commercial broker, we went through probably 20, 25 different options and came up with what we saw today, were what we think the cream of the crop. And I was very pleased to hear that that made sense from your viewpoint as well, to see those met the expectations of OE, because they certainly met my expectations. There's a couple of things. One is, having just come out of the corporate world, I wasn't ready to kind of take golf up 24/7. Certainly not that good at doing that. So the idea was, I'm really looking for something that's kind of a minimum 10-year span to be able to be engaged in the community with a business-based activity. And this kind of fit the model well for the variety of reasons that I spoke about. I certainly expect the expansion within the area that I have to develop as I go forward. I also expect to be able to make a decent profit over the next 2 to 3 years once it reaches steady state. And something that's going to keep me kind of engaged in the community, engaged in business, engaged in state-of-the-art for 15 hours a week or so as a thing to keep me going while I maybe do other things and maybe play a little golf. I'd have to say that, I looked at a number of different options of franchise, and even within the executive space, and I think that the culture of office evolution is one that attracted me. It was kind of novel technology, novel business concepts, with a high engagement all the way from you as the CEO down into your people. The culture was very accommodating, very transparent, very patient, answering the questions that needed to be answered. And I think working with you and your team, there was never a question of where was I, what might happen. I still have some open questions. All my questions were answered, and now I'm just anxious to get to the next step, which is to get the place opened and start it running. Well, thank you for the opportunity. I'm glad to join the team at Office Evolution. Thanks.